What's up, Aquarius? This is Marcus from King of Lions Oracle, back with another Tao Oracle reading here for you. So this reading is going to represent April the 18th to April the 24th. Okay? And what we're going to do is going to get you some basic energies. We're going to get you some Oracle cards, get your Moonology card to give you a time frame, and also I'm going to get you a spiritual card. And we'll be able to read that to you to see how that might affect you for this week. All right? And then what I'll do is I'll clarify all the cards with some tarot. We'll get you past, present, future energy, and also the outcome if you follow those energies. All right. And I just want to thank you all for your love, like, share, and subscribe. For everybody that's been showing love and watching the page, thank you, Aquarius. All right. All right. So we have Revolution. A personal issue comes to a resolution. Full moon in Cancer, and we have Earth and Ground. All right. So let's see what we have here for you. So. Now, the Revolution, the first card we have here is the Page of Swords. So this is your energy. This is air energy. So this might be, like I said, this is possibly you doing some research. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is you possibly doing some research, using your resources so that you can get some answers for some things. We have the Eight of Wands with the the Eight of Wands with the King of Cups. So you have really fast messages or something that's coming in, and you've had to manifest keeping you cool, right? So you have the Ten of Pentacles and a bunch of cards here. I'm just going to take the top. Personal issue comes to resolution. You have the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. And that's full moon in Cancer. So you have something that's coming soon that's going to be resolved. It looks like it's something that has to do with money. So possibly you could be getting an inheritance, or possibly something could be finishing up when it comes to possibly a court case, or maybe even a business venture that you're starting. But that future energy is the Empress. So it turns out really, really successful for you. All right. So you have Earthing and Ground. The first card we have there for you is the Five of Wands. We have the Page of Cups with the Ten of Cups. Next, we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, then we have the Death card. Okay, so it looks like you have some earthing and grounding. I'm going to read that spiritual card here for you. All right. All right. Now, the bottom of the deck energy is the Seven of Swords. So it looks like you've been working on something. You haven't really been telling everybody about what you're doing. You've been kind of scheming, kind of keeping all the details to yourself, just to make sure that, possibly if you have like a new idea or something, you don't want anyone to steal your idea, or possibly with this Aquarius energy. Right now, some of the planets are in Aquarius. You have Mars in Aquarius. You also have Saturn. So because Saturn is about restriction, you really don't want to tell anybody about what you're doing because they might try to restrict you. You know how sometimes you tell people what you're thinking or what your ideas are, and you're like, hey, I want to go over here and get a burger. And they're like, oh, well, there's a lot of people over there. You sure you want to go over there? So instead of you just going and doing what you want to do, people give their opinions and then kind of slow you down and stop what your goal is. Right? So we have 49, which is the Revolution card. So you can see this is a phoenix rising out of the ashes. Right? So this is about transformation. This is about change. So there's a part of you that you're working on, that you're changing. And you see this is 49. So this brings them to 13, which is transformation. You have transformation, a radical change, give up the old to make way for the new, a quantum leap. All right, so you have something that's changing that looks like it's a total change, because if you look at the colors of the Phoenix here, they're not just the red and yellow colors. There's green, there's blue, there's orange, there's yellow, there's deep reds. So this is something that is totally changing your chemical makeup. This is changing all your chakras, going up and down. So this is something that is just totally remaking you, totally changing you. And once you burn out the ashes, you're going to come out as this totally new person. Okay? The Page of Swords, this is you being vigilant. You're doing some research in the past to get some new energies, to find out some information. Again, with this Revolution card, because of the fact that you're changing and transforming, you might have been doing some research, like, looking up different recipes so that you can lose weight. You can even be looking up how to exercise better, make your body stronger. If you're starting a business, you could have been looking up the information on how to start the business, how to get the license, how to get things going. But this is you being very vigilant. This is you kind of looking online, looking for some more information, and kind of doing your research. Right? Now, your current energy is the Queen of Pentacles. Right? So, with this Aquarius, the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign. So, this could be an earth sign that came in to help you and give you some advice. This also could be representative of part of your chart if you know your birth chart. But this is saying that you're very resourceful. And you see the hare here. So, the hare makes wise decisions. And if it doesn't move quickly, then it could get eaten by its prey. So the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very resourceful, very loving, very warm. This is the type of person that when you come to the house, they have a warm plate of food and they're ready for you. But it looks like you're being really resourceful to the point that you're taking care of your money and your funds, and you might be taking care of your body also, because pentacles represent physical 3D things. So it could be your body or it could be your money. But you're coddling it. You're taking care of it almost like it's a baby. You're making sure that this project or your physical prowess is being manifested to the best of your ability, and possibly using all your resources. Maybe you're not buying a gym membership. Maybe you're just using all the free weights. You might have gone to a second-hand store and bought as many free hand weights as you possibly can. Going to the playground, doing dips and sit-ups and push-ups and doing what you can to get your body straight too. Mm-hmm. So then in your future energy, we have the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands with the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is very meditative. This is a very wise person, cool-headed and calm. And then you see this Eight of Wands, This is about fast movement. This is about travel. This is about change. So you are changing yourself into this really wise person that's very well-spoken. And this is a water sign, so this person could be someone that comes in that helps you. And if this is a work situation, this is someone who everybody likes to work with, very smart, very well spoken, easy going. Their emotions are very balanced. So this is you kind of keeping a cool and calm head as things change quickly around you. Okay, and then the future energy is the Two of Pentacles. So because things are changing so quick, you have to learn how to balance things. You have to learn how to balance your finances, balance your time. You might have to balance time between family members and friends, balance time between your kids and your new job. So this is about finding that time to balance, and this is also showing that you have infinite potential for whatever could happen. And so you just want to keep yourself in that balance change, but also recognize that balance is coming swiftly. Now, if you look at the hat they wear, it's a red hat. And the large hat signifies that you have deep skill in meditation. So this might be something that you're meditating about, or might be something that you're thinking or pondering about a lot. The red shows passion and love. So you're doing this deep meditation and change, and you're thinking about it because of the fact that you have a lot of love towards the situation, or a lot of love, or you're putting that passion, towards that change. Mm-hmm. So a personal issue is coming to resolution. So from what I can see here, you may have been real resourceful about how you've been managing your money. But in the past, you had a situation where it looks like you're coming into some money. Possibly this might be an inheritance. What I take from this is that you've been told in the past that you have some money coming, and you've been figuring out how you're gonna invest it, what you're gonna do, and work on it. And this is going to change your family situation. This is going to change your legacy. So you're being wise. You're trying to look into this to try to figure out things. With this Two of Pentacles here, this is you kind of balancing things out. You want to make sure that by the time you get the 10 Pentacles, you know exactly what to do with them to make sure that they're most fruitful and grow to the most amount that'll be beneficial for you and your family. Right? Now, this personal issue when it comes to resolution, the current energy that you have is the Six of Pentacles, which is balance. So this is you getting some money into the family. This is you able to kind of balance yourself out. This is Moon in Taurus. So this is you having money to take care of family, to take care of bills, even some extra to be able to give to family members or friends. Or this could even be you having an accumulation of time that you can give to your community. Or maybe you're giving back, through effort, doing something or teaching something in your community and giving kind of like volunteer time. Right. So your future energy is the the Knight of Pentacles. So as you see the Knight of Pentacles, they're studying this. So they're making sure that everything is very fruitful when it comes to this pentacle. So they're studying all sides of it. They're making sure they understand all the details. They're making sure that they do all the research because they want to make a practical plan to make sure that nothing goes wrong. And they're going to take as much time as possible to make sure that it happens and to make sure that it works. So with this, as you see with the horse here, the horse is not really in fast motion, but the horse is there and is ready to move. They have their chainmail on and they're ready for war if that's necessary, but they're really not looking forward to fighting. They're just looking more forward to figuring out how to do this in a grounded situation so that they'll be able to kind of manifest the future and how to make this grow as much as possible, create legacy, maintain, possibly have real estate and things of that nature for the future. Okay, now the end you have the 3, which is the Empress card. So the Empress card, this is letting you know that you're gonna have a lot of growth. You're gonna have a lot of potential. You're gonna have a lot that comes from this. It's gonna be a really magnetic time. Now, for some of you, you could have a situation where you feel someone might be pregnant, since we have the Ten of Pentacles and we also have the Empress card here. That can also, and you also have the Queen of Pentacles. So that could sometimes represent having a baby or creating legacy and growing the family. But for those who aren't, if you're starting a business or say you just managed to get some recent money coming in, this is saying that your creativity is going to be on the next level and that you're going to have a lot of creative energy and creative juices to make things work and grow for you. Now, as you see here, everything surrounding her is growing. Everything is just abundant. There's water flowing in the background, as you can see, and it's infinite. The ripples and the waves, that affects everybody that she comes in contact with. Okay. Then you see on this side, she has her cape. She has her wand. Okay. Now the Empress is also a manifester too. The Empress is strong, has strong manifestation capabilities also, and she's also in tune with all 12 astrological signs. So even though Venus, this is represented by Venus, she can make anything grow of any astrological sign. All right. So we have Earth and ground. Okay. So as you show this personal issue that came to a resolution, it's a possibility that you had to take some time and kind of ground yourself and maybe, take your shoes on and do some earthing. I'm actually going to read the energy here for you so that you know exactly, what this brings with the earth and ground. So Aquarius, let's see what the angel guides have for you with earth and ground. You may be feeling discombobulated or all over the place at this time. Most likely it's because you've been spreading yourself too thin, taking on too many projects at once. So your angel guide is encouraging you to get grounded. When you come back to earth, you will feel that you have clearer insight into what you are looking at and what you need to do to feel safer and more at ease in your life. You're being guided to take some time to breathe, connect with the fresh air, and even go somewhere out in nature where you can relax, release, and let go. You have been uncertain about what you're supposed to be focusing on at this time, and that's because your energy is a little dispersed right now. But the angels of earth are with you to help you ground yourself and feel connected again. And as your important work that you do and your exciting experiences can only unfold when your energy is intact and contained. All right, so you've been asked to do some grounding because of the fact that you might have had some past squabbles in the past, you might have had some past worry, conflict, some fighting, and your energy's all over the place. Like I said, like you see in this card with the Five of Wands, everybody's kind of attacking each other and kind of fighting each other, so you didn't know where to focus your energy, and you kind of were fighting all over the place and had a lot of worry. But your current energy is you have the Page of Cups with the Ten of Cups. So even though you were all over the place for a while, you're feeling a lot better now because you started to ground. And you have a practical thing that came in. This possibly could have been a message that came in that kind of surprised you, but it was a pleasant surprise that you took on. And this was something that made you happy, made your family happy, your family members. This could be your roommates, but you have a happy feeling because this new project that you're getting is something that's emotionally enticing. It's something that's emotionally moving you. Okay. Now also, with the Page of Cups, sometimes this can talk about the initiation of starting like a new meditation practice or possibly like a new spiritual practice. So maybe, for the first time in a long time, you started meditating again and you're feeling a lot more comfortable. Or maybe you started like a mindful practice or even started doing like Tai Chi or something like that. So those things are helping you to calm yourself and bring a happy family and happy life to you. Mhm. Now, your future energy shows that you're going to be working together to put this plan together. All right, so I see here in your current energy, you have the King of Cups and you have a Knight of Pentacles. So possibly you have an Earth sign. And so Aquarius, possibly this could be you working with the Earth sign and possibly a hot water sign to make this plan, to make things work out for you. But with the Three of Pentacles, this is about putting together a plan and kind of executing the plan, laying those plans and foundation. Then once you lay the plan and foundation and put it on paper, then you actually execute it by getting all the materials and getting all the work and putting everything in motion. Which this is more confirmation. So this leads to your transformation. Once you do that earthing and grounding, this is going to lead to you transforming to a totally different person, someone that you might not even recognize. If you look at this card, the transformation card or the death card, doesn't have to do with physical death. It has to do with almost like the death of the old version of yourself and the rebirth of a new version of yourself. If you see the skeletons traveling on a white horse, which represents purity, then the black flag has the white rose, which represents new life and purity. Now this white horse, it's stomping in and it's coming in to change things. You see the king's crown's been knocked off the head, so the king is no longer an authority. They're humbled now. Then you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant's begging for mercy and pleading for mercy, asking the universe, to give a second chance. But the change is coming and it's coming swiftly. Then you have a mother and child here who can't bear to look at the change, and so they're turning in different direction. The child doesn't really understand what's happening. They're just kind of going with it because they don't really have a choice. So once you take that time to earth and ground, your transformation is going to come. And as I mentioned before with this Revolution card, this is going to change the total chemical makeup of you. Because as you see with this, it's going to change all of your chakras. It's going to change you from the bottom up. Okay, and that's going to help you resolve this personal issue that you had, that you might have been worrying about, and you're going to be able to see this full moon of Cancer. So by midsummer, you're going to be able to see things kind of resolve themselves, and you have a better outcome. All right. All right, Aquarius. Well, it was my pleasure doing the reading here for you. If you're interested in doing a personal reading, you can certainly reach out to me. My information will be in the description box. And if you also choose to, you can certainly donate to the page, which is greatly appreciated. And that helps me to get new cards and also new Oracle cards to serve you better. All right. Well, it was my pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful week. Enjoy the conjunction. Peace. Take care, Aquarius.